Hey going guys, just welcome to my daily thought for the day. It's going to be more focused on a phone call that I just had with my friend Nick, and obviously, he doesn't mind me using his name. But what was really cool about it was that, he's holding himself 100% accountable for his actions. What happened is during the week he thought that, he could go live, and it sort of beat him back because he didn't do too well. But what also it comes down to how he was feeling. So he identified that he shouldn't have been trading. He had some good wins and basically didn't stick to his plan. He should have just ended it there and not given the market a chance to take his money. So the best thing about it is he's taken accountability for his actions 100%. He's not blaming me or anything else. He's just making himself aware that when you trade with these negative mindsets, or whether you're emotional, you're angry, or whatever whatever it is that is affecting your trades, it's gonna really affect you. And that's why I really push that you guys just practice on the live account. Practice your execution. Practice learning your triggers and what makes you emotional, because in the trading game, if you're emotional, if you're too tired or whatever the reason is, you're gonna fail. You know what I mean? It's just simple. And anyway, so it was a great conversation. We talked for 2 hours, where we talked about not just that mistake, because I don't want to focus 100% on you done this wrong and blah 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 and you should listen, because I'm human too. We're all humans. We make mistakes, but the trick is to forgive yourself straight away, to get over the problem as quick as possible. I'll tell you, for instance, this morning, I started the morning great, but then my ute wouldn't start, and it's had this little niggly problem where you turn the key and it just wouldn't. There was no power, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? And I got really angry, because I'm like frustrated, and it just, it's not good when I get angry. In the past I've done some bad, horrible things, and I regret, and I've forgiven myself now for them. But anyway, I know what happens, and so what I did is I used what I sort of learned from the personal development stuff and the mindset training that I've been doing, and basically I had to take steps to start dealing with that emotionally, and so I just slammed the bonnet down and left it there, and I said, right, I'm going to deal with it after, because I got to do something. I walked off, and then my wife Amy, she was there, and obviously that frame of mind affects everything, whether you're trading, whether you're in the community somewhere, or at your families, with your mates, it all affects everything. And so I needed to get myself out of the situation somehow. So I said, right, I'm going to go over to this other cabin. And then what I did is that I tried to listen to some music, but that wasn't helping. I needed more. So I removed myself, went down the river, sat near some trees, and just basically said, right, enough's enough, kill it, get rid of it, let's try and move on. So I did, moved on, and then it just took some happiness from the wife and our friend, and then next minute I killed that state of mind, and if I had have let that happen like I always did in the past, what it does, it compounds. So the next little thing that annoys me, it will just add on to that anger and that emotion, and it just has a real grip on you for the whole day, and then everything is stuffed, so things that don't normally annoy you will just annoy you. So that's the lesson for today, my food for thought. My friend Nick, he's going to bounce back, because he's 100% accountable, and he's obviously making mistakes which you're gonna learn from. As long as you don't keep repeating it, it's good. we should embrace those mistakes and learn from them. And I guess that's how I managed my anger issue this morning. Is I dealt with that problem, cut the head off of it straight away, because I know that if I let it fester in my mind and in my heart, then I just turn into this horrible freak, that is not good. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to say, bless everyone. Hope you had a good weekend, and as I always say, pay it forward somehow, somewhere, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Thanks a lot.